Big, huge, ginormous, season-defining game. I'm not kidding. What is up, fans? Huge game. It's Wednesday. Normally put this video out on Friday, but I'm putting it out early Wednesday. Like, you're probably getting this like 7 a.m. because I want as many people, I want it out there as long as possible because I want everyone to see it before the game starts, because this is a huge game. I know it's week 2, and I know if the Dolphins lose, it really, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't really, like, it's week 2, 1-1, you know, you're not going to lose the division, yada, yada, but it's against the Bills, and it will be, I'm getting ahead of myself because I will talk about this when I make my prediction. So we got the usual rundown, injuries, breakdown, PFF, 5 things, and then my record prediction. But I have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Mondo. You might be asking yourself, what the flip is Mondo, right? Former founder of Lumi, Mondo whole body deodorant is helping men conquer their odor in a new way. Formulated with mandelic acid, Mondo has long-lasting 72-hour odor control that actually stops odor before it starts. Best part is you can put Mondo anywhere. Like, you can put it like your forehead, you can put it on your arms, you can put it in your pits, you can put it everywhere. To top it off, Mondo's cologne quality scents were created with men in mind. Pro tip, try their best-selling scent, Bourbon Leather. It's a game changer. It smells delicious. That's too far, Doug. Once you experience fresher underarms, a fresher package, how you doing, a fresher feet, you'll never go back. You'll never go back. And I have some right here. Like, you got Mount Fuji. Jeez, I'm throwing it everywhere. I'm so excited. It's a cleanser bar. It smells amazing. Like, I have it sitting here, and the whole time, I'm just like, wow, that smells really good. Then you got the deodorant wipes for your pits. Again, smells amazing. You got whole body deodorant. Pow! Look at this sucker. Oh, that's refreshing. Again, Mount Fuji. You could take this, you could put it here. You could put it across your forehead. You could put it across your gobbler, you know? You could put it, if you got moobs, you could put it under your moobs. It really does smell really good. I'm about to like put it on my butt crack or something. Then you got Invisible Cream deodorant, which that's pro sports. It's for the pits package and feet. It says it on there. And then you got a body wash. It says acidified Bourbon Leather. This is the one that they were talking about. This is the one that's nice. This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. I got it all. I got it all here for you, right? Mondo's starter pack is perfect for new customers. I was one. You should be one. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, I showed you, a cream tube deodorant, I showed you, 2 free products of your choice, either a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, which I showed you, and free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you hook you up on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. I really do like the smell of this stuff. This isn't me just trying to sell you stuff. This smells amazing. Like, I literally have it here and it smells amazing. New customers get $5 off the starter pack with our exclusive code DDW. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack using code, again, DDW at shopmondo.com. Link will be in the description, but obviously it's shopmando.com. Go check it out. Use the promo code DDW. Get yourself some. This stuff is amazing. I can't get over this flipping bar. I'm not being dead serious. Look at this thing. It smells amazing. Let's get into the preview. It's really, I can't get over how good that bar smells. It smells amazing. Okay, let's get into the preview now. Got a lot to talk about with the Miami Dolphins heading home. They are home. They're not heading anywhere with the Buffalo Bills. Now, we're going to go into injury report. We're going to start this Mamma Jam out with the injury report. And we're going to start with Buffalo. Look at this one. Right? You got 2 did not practices in Teron Johnson and Dwayne Smoot. You You also got Ty Robinson and Javon Solomon, who are limited, but obviously Josh Allen and Morris and Trubisky are full. Now, Josh Allen got banged up a little bit, so he's not going to be 100%. But Josh Allen, as much as he annoys me on the field, he's a beast, so he's going to play through anything. So, actuality, if you really want to kind of look at what their injury report looks like, it's more kind of like that. Because it's only fair I do to theirs since, pulling ours up. Devon Achane, Raheem Morris, and Malik Washington didn't practice. I was really hoping we would get Malik back for this game, but it seems like we are not going to get Malik back, and it seems like we're not going to have Achane or Mostert. We had our 2 starting running backs for 1 flipping game. And then you're limited with Liam Eichenberg, Jalen Phillips, and Jalen Ramsey. I feel like the limitation on Phillips and Ramsey is more precautionary. Same thing with Eichenberg, and then David Long was a full practice. But being that we don't have Achane or Mostert, you're going to get a heavy dose of Jalen Wright and Jeff Wilson, which I like the way Jeff Wilson ran at the end of the game on Sunday, and I'm really excited to see what Jalen Wright can do. It just really sucks that, again, our running backs are banged up. Like, can we get through a season with our running backs fully healthy? And this is why they drafted Jalen Wright. Man's coming in clutch. Now we're going to go through the breakdowns. Boom. This is our offense versus their defense. Again, these breakdowns will be more beneficial statistically and kind of comparing teams once we get further into the season, maybe like week 4, week 5, when you get a good idea. Because this is just one game, right? So you look at the Dolphins' offense. We're 5th ranked in total offense, 400 yards. Their defense is 11th ranked, allowing 270 yards. Our passing offense is number 1 because we have the leading passer right now with Tua throwing the ball. Our rushing offense is 25th. We couldn't really get anything done. Scoring offense is tied for 16th. Our sacks allowed is tied for 20th. That's not bad, only 3. And third down offense is tied for 4th. We were 50%, which isn't bad. And giveaways, we didn't turn the ball over. You look at their defense, like I said, passing defense is 11th. Their rushing defense is 16th. Their scoring defense is 22nd, allowing 28 points. Their sack defense is tied for 3rd. They got 4 sacks on Kyler Murray last week. Third down defense is 28th. They allowed 53.8 completed third downs, and their takeaways is tied for 12th. They had 1 takeaway. But again, you kind of have to that defense went up against the Cardinals offense. Now, I'm not pooing on the Cardinals offense because they actually did really well, but there were so many times Marvin Harrison Jr. was butt naked open. I'm not going to really knock Kyler Murray, but to me, he ain't too great. Then we have, to flip it, the Dolphins defense versus their offense. Our defense is ranked 10th right now. Passing defense is 9th. We held their passing offense. They really couldn't do much. Trevor Lawrence after the first half, even during the first half, he wasn't throwing much. Our rushing defense is 17th. We need to work on that. Scoring defense is 7th, allowing 17 points, tied 7th. Sacks, we got 3 sacks, tied for 7th. Third down defense is 4th. We really, again, they converted 2 third downs out of 10. So it was pretty good. And our takeaways is tied for 12th. We had the 1 fumble recovery after Javon punch that ball out. Then you look at the Bills offense, total offense, they are 11th with 352 total yards, 9th in passing, 222. They are 13th in rushing, 130. Scoring offense, they are tied for 3rd. They scored 34 points, but again, you're going up against the Cardinals defense, so we'll see. Sacks allowed, they allowed 4 sacks, which is tied for 25th. Third down offense is 16th. They only converted 33.3% of their third downs. That's interesting. And giveaways tied for 9th. They had the 1 fumble from Josh Allen. Now we'll make our way and venture over to PFF land, where we will see let me scoot this. Now, it's not going to be Devon Achane, unfortunately. And it won't be, obviously it's going to be Barrios, but it won't be Malik Washington, which I really wanted to see. We'll have to see them versus Seattle. Sucks. But this is our offense. Obviously, our offensive line, their PFF grade went up because of the way they played the previous week. But Jones, again, to me, this is a liability here. He had 2 holding penalties that kind of hurt us. Durham Smythe, or is that Jonnu Smith? That's Jonnu Smith, Doug, Smythe, and Smith. Come on. I want to talk about him a little bit. when I get into my predictions. You got Waddle, you got Hill, you got Tua, who's 7th ranked, you got Achane, but again, it's going to be Jalen Wright getting the blunt of the carries. Russo, got to keep our eye on him. You're going to have to double team the crap out of him. Epineza, Jones, Oliver, all good defensive linemen. Their secondary isn't going to be as great. Let me go to their defensive unit and go to a nickel, because their nickel corner is going to be out. Target that man like it's no one's business. Then you have their secondary, their safeties. Bernard, I think, should be higher ranked. I do like their linebacking group, but they did give up a ton of yards and points to the Arizona Cardinals. Miami, you need to get your stuff together. And then we flip it. Look at our defense versus their offense. Their offense, you have Dawkins and Edwards. Outside of that, it's, got to get some pressure here. Kincaid, I'm surprised. I have him on my fantasy team. He got nothing. Nothing. You got Coleman, Shakir, and Mac Hollins. This breaks my heart that he's here. Jalen Ramsey knows he had a bad game. He's dealing with a hammy, but you got to have a better. Kader Kohu as well. He had a bad game. A lot of miscommunication. Josh Allen, Cook. To me, this is the most important thing to beat the Dolphins, to beat the Bills right here. Speaking of that, let's get into the 5 things that the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Buffalo Bills, because these are important. Now, it's not in any specific order. I say that every time, but maybe this one is a little bit. I think that, this one is in a specific order from most important to least important. But they're all important. These all need to happen if the Dolphins want to win. And number 1, you got to contain Josh Allen. Josh Allen is who and what and the entity that beats the Miami Dolphins. My brain is all over the place. When Tom Brady was with the Patriots, every time his scrawny butt would travel down to South Florida, he would struggle by city against Jason Taylor and our defense. And he always hated playing Miami because we always gave him fits. But then when we go up to Foxborough, they would destroy us. Josh Allen, on the other hand, he doesn't care where he goes. He is 10-2 versus the Miami Dolphins. Played him 12 times, won 10, lost 2. We need to contain that man. You can't have him running around like a crazy person. You got to have those defensive ends, contain him in the pocket. You got to get pressure up the middle. You use some Mondo, it won't smell bad when you get pressure up the middle. You got to contain him and let him make the mistakes. Force him to make those mistakes. Don't allow him to start playing that backyard football. I say this every time we play the Bills. My brain is just all over the place today. This game is just incredibly important. But I say this every time. And do they do it? They did it the one time we beat them in 2022. They contained them. They sacked them twice, caused 2 forced fumbles. He threw that ball in the dirt and, gave us the ball. That's how you beat Josh Allen. You get pressure on him, you sack him, you force him to make mistakes, and then you benefit off those mistakes. Go back and watch the 2022 game when we won in Miami and they complained about the heat. He was making mistakes. We were sacking him. He was sacked 4 times last week. We got to get pressure on him. We got to contain him. Don't allow him to run around, because then you do that, the corners can only stay on the receivers for so long. Right? Because then they're running routine routes. So the corners kind of know, he's playing his foot. He's going to run a post. He's going to run it in. He's going to run it out. He's going to run this. I know how to jump it. I know how to do what I do. Once the play breaks down and they start running in circles and stuff, then the corners are like, I got to follow him. Contain him in the pocket and get after him. Josh Allen is numero uno of what we need to do to win this game. If you want to beat the Buffalo Bills, you have Josh Allen have a bad day, a la the New York Jets last year, week 1. You force him to have a bad day. You force him to turn the ball over. You keep him in the pocket. Josh Allen has a bad day. The Buffalo Bills lose. The Buffalo Bills are Josh Allen. Josh Allen carries the Buffalo Bills. It's that plain and simple. I could just end the 5 things right now, because you contain Josh Allen and he has a bad day, the Dolphins win this game. But I will also add something else to it. You got to stop the run. Because if he's having a bad day and he's not able to throw the ball and he's getting sacked every 2 seconds and he's throwing interceptions or fumbling, but he's allowed to turn around and give it a Cook, and Cook gets 10 yards a carry, 7 yards a carry, and he's just churning it on us and keeping the time of possession and just destroying us, that's also how you'll lose. So again, this video, my top 5 is 5 things to beat the Bills is in actual order, because you got to stop the run. And Allen is a part of that run, because Allen is why they have a high rushing game. It's not just the running back, it's him, especially in the red zone. When he runs and does that pump fake, and the defensive backs or whoever always bite on the pump fake, and then he runs in for the touchdown. He puts his head down. You got to hit him. Got to stop the run. You got to contain Josh Allen. If you do those 2 things, we're going to win the game. Again, video over. See you later. How you doing? But I got more for you, because if we're stopping the run, you got to run the ball. Every time we have played Buffalo, I wouldn't say every time. I'd say 8 out of 10 times we play Buffalo, we're running it on them, and we're successfully running it on them. Raheem Mostert ran on them. Devon Achane ran on them. We are usually very successful at running the ball on the Buffalo Bills. Jay Ajayi torched them and helped us win that game in Buffalo. You got to run the ball. Now, here's the thing, though, and this might coincide with number 4. We need to open up some lanes for these guys. Now, we're going to have Jalen Wright. You're going to have Jeff Wilson Jr. Jeff Wilson Jr. is a little bit of a hard-nosed runner. He's not going to be dancing too much. He's going to try to break through the pile, whereas Jalen Wright has that speed. So we still have that 1-2 punch. That's why they kept these 4 running backs, because we lost Achane and Mostert for this game. We're going to have Jalen Wright, and we're going to have Jeff Wilson. So we're going to still have that boop-a-boop 1-2 punch there. I'm hoping one of the, they didn't practice, but I'm hoping they surprise the crap out of us. And Ajane's like, I'm fine, I can play. But we'll see. You got to run the ball. You run the ball, you keep the ball in your hand, then Josh Allen's not on the field to make our lives a living hell. It's the Tom Brady era, but it's Josh Allen. He's a pain in our butts. Run the ball. Number 4, you got to have a better offense. What the crap? I was just on a podcast with Justin Pugh. Yes, that Justin Pugh. Very cool guy. I'll link it in the in the community tab. Go check it out. But we got to have a better offense. He was even like, what happened? You guys were so good the past 2 years in your first game. Even the Chargers game just lit it up first couple of weeks. Everyone's like, whoa, look at this offense. How are you going to stop it? Against the Chargers, nothing. Scored 20 points. We normally score like a minimum of 30-something. We have to have a better offense. And that goes into the whole aspect of the offense. Catching the ball, play calling, all that stuff. This is a game where you can't be farting around. And if we ain't farting around, you can't have any mistakes. Do not give Josh Allen another chance to score. Do not give Josh Allen the ball another time. Do not drop the ball. Do not commit penalties. If we gain a first down, hey, Robert Jones, hey, Durham Smythe, hey, any of these guys, don't hold. Like, there were so many times last week where we would get a run, brought back because of penalty. There would be a nice catch, brought back because of a penalty. You had Jonnu Smith with his foot on the line, brought back because of offsides on the offense. Like, no mistakes, especially on the coaching side of things. You can't be bringing in the plays too late where we can't throw those motions in there. Better play calling. Like, there's so much to this game. Brush that rust off, because it is a short week. But the difference is you don't have to travel to Buffalo. Buffalo has to travel to Miami. So you had these past 3 days to work on this stuff. Buffalo has to travel, so they lose a day. And that's a huge thing. And I'm going to get into my prediction now because I got a lot to talk about. The home team is 125-85. That is the record of home teams on Thursday Night Football. 125-85. They have won 125 games. They have lost 85 games. This is huge for the Miami Dolphins. They need to all the stops. And I'm talking about Mike McDaniel and I'm talking about Weaver. I was going to say Curtis Weaver. It's Anthony Weaver. Put it all out there. Oh, they have Mike White. They're going to have the playbook. Then show them the playbook. Show the Jonnu Smith package. Pause on that. Hey, Jonnu, use some of this deodorant on it. Show it. Put it all out there. Curtis Weaver, draw up everything you can possibly think of. Spy Allen every game. Send exotic blitzes. Last time we beat them, Javon Holland, 2 sacks, 2 strip fumbles on Josh Allen. Get after him. Show the exotic stuff. Mess with Josh Allen's head. Just throw it all on the table. Do it. Like, were you hiding some stuff week 1? Did you not want Buffalo to see these special things? And now you're gonna revamp it and you're gonna throw it all out there. This is the game to do it. This is the game that you go out there and you play your hardest, you play your toughest. Like the Dolphins know this. Dolphin players know that Buffalo has had their number. 10-2. 10-2. Over the last 6 years, we've only won 2 games against this team and Josh Allen. It has to stop. They know it. The coaches know it. The players know it. The fans know it. And that stadium better be jam-packed with Dolphin fans. Huge, pivotal game. There's no farting around with this one. I want to win. I don't care if it's by 1 point or if it's by 15 points. I want to win. Buffalo's limping in here. The Buffalo media, the Buffalo YouTubers, they're all saying the same thing. They are banged up just as much as we're banged up. There's no excuse for either team. If we beat Buffalo, they're going to say, oh, we didn't have our corner and we didn't have Milano and we didn't have guy. Let them. We got to win this game. Both teams are banged up. Both teams are dealing with injuries. We got to win this game. And on top of all that, they're wearing their throwbacks. Yeah, they're wearing their throwbacks. Everything's just lining up. It's just lining up. Now, I normally would pick Buffalo because we haven't beat them. We haven't beat them since 2022. We haven't beat them. In the last 4 meetings, we won once. We got close. Sorry, 5 meetings because we don't count the playoff game. So I know if any Bills are like, hey, it's technically 13 games. You are right. I apologize. We got close in 2022. We beat them once. We got close in Buffalo. We got very close in the playoff games. And then last year, it was just, got to win this game. And I normally come on here and I try to be unbiased. And I would pick Buffalo because we haven't beat them. So there's no point until we actually beat them. But I can't do it. I'm putting it out into the ether. I'm putting it out into the universe. Listen to me, universe. We're sick and tired of this. Let's put together a congruent game. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's beat the Buffalo Bills. 20-14, the Miami Dolphins win. And I'm going to predict the way they win is the Dolphins have the ball with like 2.5 minutes left in the game. And they need like 1 first down. They need 1 first down to win the game on offense. And they do it. We're up by 6. We have the ball. Buffalo needs the ball back to score a touchdown and win the game. And you know they probably will with Josh Allen. And we can't give him the ball back. And we get that first down. And then we go into victory formation. And we start the season 2-0. And we get the first of many monkeys off our back by beating the Buffalo Bills. Putting it out there. Do I, in my soul, down in my soul, do I think this is going to happen? Probably not. I'm probably setting myself up for failure and heartache, and we're probably going to lose to the Bills, but I'm putting it out in the ether. Miami wins this game 20-14. And we turn it around. This is a new year. Everyone's looking at that Jaguars game. That defense ain't good. That offense struggling. Buffalo's going to go in there and tear them down. That was the plan all along. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you tomorrow at... Well, I'm going to put my picks video out tomorrow. So you're going to get 2. You're going to get a live stream and you're going to get picks 4. But game starts at 8:15. I'll be live at 8 o'clock. Come hang out. Let's watch this game together and either celebrate together, bite our nails together, or be miserable together. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Heavens up.